welcome to the Shy Nation. In this video, I'm going to talk about my journey with the wacom Intro. So I'm going to show you how I first started and how I'm kind of doing right now. Okay, so let's get started. And excuse my voice, I'm a little sick, but I'm still going to do this. So this image is my very first drawing. Right out of the box, I started with this image, and I wanted to start out simple. So what I did is just kind of like, I guess, a self-portrait. I just did a profile picture with just simple coloring. So there was not really a purpose for this image. I was just trying out the pens, getting used to the whole pad and the pencil. Okay, so this is my next, I wouldn't say drawing because I obviously did not draw this, but I kind of did like a little editing. So you might think, well, if you don't know these are from characters from Pokemon Special, so they're from a manga, they're not from the anime or anything. So I kind of made up this idea of that Red has a twin sister, so that's why, and her name's Violet, so that's why she has the outfit purple, and that's why she looks a little different. So it was just a little fun with the editing. I didn't really have a purpose, so that's why it kind of looks a little rough because of the texture. It had a canvas kind of background. I didn't know how to make it blank. So that's why you can kind of see like the little rough sketches, texture on the blush and on the drawing itself. Alright, and for these, I don't know if any of you have heard of these things called bases. So basically, they're just these images that have the scene and the character all set up. You would just have to add in the details. And so, since I didn't really know how to do any of that, I thought this would be good practice. So I borrowed some bases from online or Pinterest, and so I just added my own design just to get an idea and a feeling of how to do it before I actually started it myself. So here are some examples of how I used the bases. Eventually, when I got used to the whole technique of using the pens and the coloring and all that, I created my own little comic strip. It's called Seal in the Bag. I'll leave a link beneath so you can go look at it. I actually posted it on YouTube for a little Valentine's Day kind of video. And you can also look at it in my Taptastic or Tapas. So it was my very first comic. It's pretty simple, but I like how it came out. It's the whole story, you get the story. The next thing I want to talk about is collaboration. So the good thing about the internet is that you can meet people from all over the world. And with this, I was able to do a drawing with someone named Miss Strawberry 28. And what she did was do the drawing, and I actually colored it. And it was my first time doing collaboration with somebody online. So I thought that was amazing. It was kind of good practice for me because I wanted to color, but I didn't know how to make a good image. And she draws awesome. You should look her up. She's on Tumblr, and she has these amazing artwork. So you go check her out. She's pretty good. And so I just thought this was a good way to see what I can do as coloring because I feel like I really needed to work on coloring. Okay, so here's another image I did using the base, and the reason I kind of linked this with the other one is because they're both Hunter x Hunter related. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's pretty good, and I love the characters, especially Kaluas. And so what I did here is draw him with an OC that I created. She's from a story that I wrote on Wattpad. It's called How to Kill an Assassin. So we want to go read it. Just go to the link below and read it if you want. So this is actually a scene and a small spoiler. So sorry about that if you're gonna read it, but I like how this came out, but it probably came out because of the base is so good. So whoever made the base, good job. For this one, it's just a fun drawing I did when I was in another place at my cousin's. So she drew the bottom and I drew the top, and we are just like messing around with it. So I just thought it was a good thing to bring in, just so you can see what I do, my fun time. Okay, so after some practice, I started drawing more frequently and started getting to get used to the proportions of the head and the body. And so for this one, it's actually a character I want to create for a comic that I've been thinking about, and I'm currently in the process of writing the story and coming up how the characters are gonna look like. So for this one, his name's Cameron. He's one of the protagonists in my story. So coming soon. There's gonna be a story with this guy and possibly some other two. And here's another coloring I did. The artwork also by Miss Strawberry 28. So she posted this online, and she said whoever wanted to draw a face on it, go ahead. So I drew a face, but I also wanted to color, so I colored it, and this is how it came out. And for this one, I wanted to try out coloring, shading, drawing, the reflected on the glasses, even some freckles. So it was just a little experiment of everything. And it all started out with a little sketch I did on my sketchbook. And I was like, I'll try doing it on the wacom. So I did, and this is how it came out. I'm actually really impressed about how it came out. I mean, compared to my very first drawing and this one definitely has a lot more value, more shading, more dimension. So I'm very proud of how it came out. Hopefully, I'll get to learn more how to do the rest of the body instead of just the head. And finally, my latest drawing, the archery girl. And I actually made a video for this, so if you've seen this one, you know how I made it. If you have not, then I will provide a link so you can go ahead and see it. But this is actually my latest artwork, so I feel like I've improved, and I definitely have more ways to improve. I can probably just try to practice making them look less stiff. Maybe actually do proportion wise more correctly. So stay tuned. Hopefully, you'll see how much I've been improving. And I guess I'll see you next time. So that's it for today. Happy Valentine's Day, and thanks for watching.